Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Grim here, and I'm here today to bring you a showcase of one of our most recent wars here in Dark Legends. This war was against Les Ferrots, Los Ferrets, I don't know what their name is, but we ended up winning here 51 to 48, and we did a pretty good job on our side. We had one Town Hall 11 this war, and 4 Town Hall 10s, one of those even being a Town Hall 9.5. But they kind of struggled with some of our lower bases here. They got some higher percentage 80s and even getting a 98% on my base there. But they didn't clean up all of our Town Hall 9s, whereas we did here. We cleaned up all but this Town Hall, the top Town Hall 9 here, which I attacked late in the war, but kind of messed up a heal spell and didn't end up getting a 3-star on that base. But we had our Town Hall 10s go for 3 stars here on these 2 bottom Town Hall 10s because we kind of knew we had this one in the bag. But we ended up winning even at a disadvantage here, having these 3 Town Hall 11s compared to our 1 Town Hall 11. So good job by us. We just got it done with the 3 stars here on these Town Hall 9s. But before we get into these war attacks, I want to give you guys a little background on our clan here. We are a fair play 3-star specialist clan, and we're looking for members. We're 41 to 50 right now and have 171 war wins. We just made it to level 9. Just a couple hours ago we finished a war and put us over by 24 XP there. But we're recruiting members. We're looking for guys who are somewhat familiar with the Town Hall 9 and 10 3-star strategies such as Go Ho, Go Laloon, stuff like that. And we're looking for kind of specifics here with hero levels at least. We're looking for guys at Town Hall 9 with 15 heroes at least. And Town Hall 10, we're looking for guys with more upgraded heroes, such as 30-30 or 35-35 at Town Hall 11 with a Grand Warden of at least 5, if at all possible. So if you guys are looking for a clan and you're looking to be a little bit more hardcore, I guess you could say, at war, go ahead and give us a look. We're always accepting of new members, and we're looking for new guys. But without further ado, let's get into some of these war attacks. We're going to start off here with J. Carl taking on number 3. And he's going to bring the Go Wee Wee. But the thing is, he's still kind of a new Town Hall 11 for us. He's got level 2 witches still. And I think with this attack, if he had level 3, he might have been able to pull off the 3 stars. You guys saw he was at 78% there, which is pretty close. And the thing is with these bases, they're so susceptible to these Go Wee Wee style attacks. Just the witches will just run through these bases. But he started off dropping those earthquake spells in the middle and dropped his jump spells to allow his golems to get into not only the first layer of walls but into the core there, and had some wizards to funnel, and then just kind of throws everything down in the middle here and is just going to wreck and run through this base. The king is going to beat through the wall with the help of some skellies, who the witches even start to wander here a little bit, which isn't really the greatest thing ever, but he ended up getting through the wall and placed a rage spell down to help him out. Freezes the eagle artillery. A lava hound came out of the clan castle, but it looks like the wizards are okay and they're going to handle it all with a little help from the queen a little later on. But the rage spells, accelerating the witches, and then he hit the warden's ability there, which I loved that timing on that, because it grabbed almost all of the troops that were on the battlefield at the time, grabbing all the witches, most of the golems, grabbing the queen there. And like I said, if he had level 3 witches, he may or may not have gotten that 3-star. It would have been really close. But his queen's kind of just picking up some extra percentage here. He drops a wizard over there on the left-hand side. And his army's kind of running thin here. If he had had those level 3 witches, it would have been really close to getting a 3-star on this, for the most part, other than walls and a couple defenses, fully maxed out Town Hall 11. I'll go ahead and fast forward here as everything's starting to kind of dwindle out. He loses his queen here, and all he's kind of got left here is this warden who just sits here for the last minute of the raid, just kind of beat on storages and whatnot. I think I'm just going to go ahead and skip the rest of this raid, and we'll move on to the next one. Okay, the next raid we're going to watch is going to be done by Bo here, and he's going to be attacking number 9, and he's just going to go ahead and bring the straight up Shattered Go-Ho, which means 2 golems. He drops both of his golems down pretty good widespread there, distracting all the defenses. Drops his wizards down to create the funnel for him, so that way he makes sure his heroes go into the core of the base. Drops down the wall breakers in between the golems, and I like what Bo does here because he's going to bring what's called the 2-1-2 combo in his clan castle, which is 2 witches, 1 wizard, and 2 barbarians. And what that basically is just an extra boost for your kill squad. It's just going to let him get that much farther into the base and take out some extra defenses or whatever. But drops the jump spell down to allow access to the core where the heroes are. And Lava Hound comes out of the clan castle. It busts there, but it's no big deal. Most of the pups are locked onto the more tanky troops, such as the king and the golemites that are in the middle there. But the main goal of the kill squad is to take out the defensive heroes, the CC, the enemy clan castle troops, and any double giant bomb positions, which with Bo's kill squad here, he's going to take out 2 double giant bomb positions. One is going to be triggered right there by the golemite, and then the other is going to be negated by these witches here, taking out that air defense. So he just kind of starts sprinkling in his hogs here, kind of surgical deployment on this right-hand side of the base here, and drops his first heal spell down, grabbing just about every single hog there. And while hogs are under heal, really the only thing that can hurt them is enemy clan castle troops or a double giant bomb. But he's got the heal spell down, and obviously the double giant bomb spots are negated at this point. And really, I don't even think he needs this last and third heal spell, because he's just got this base completely destroyed. He's got, 10 or so hogs there, and he had 2 defenses left at the time of placing that heal spell. But he's already got some extra cleanup wizards working on the trash buildings around the outside there, and his hogs are going to go ahead and finish off the rest of this base. And he just absolutely crushed it. So great raid by Bo there. Really just crushed that base. Alright, the next raid we're going to look at is one down here, and this is going to be done by CJ here on their number 10. And what he's going to do is going to bring a stoned Goho. It's basically the same thing as a Shattered. He's just dropping a couple hogs, and he's adding 1 more golem just to kind of help his kill squad out here. So for those of you who don't know, a stoned Goho means bringing 3 golems, a Shattered means bringing 2 golems, and 1 golem is known as a cold-blooded attack. But drops a rage spell down there and a jump spell to help him get access into the core there. And the 3 golems, it's a really tanky kill squad, so they're going to last a really long time there. Hits his king's ability, and he's going to finish off a couple defenses before his life runs out there. The Lava Hound in the clan castle goes down to the queen and the wizards there. Drop a poison spell to kind of help out. But most of the lava pups are now locked onto the golems there in the core. And I like what he does because he's kind of dropping his hogs in already. The defenses are distracted for the most part on these golems here in the core. And he's just going to go ahead and start right away while those golems are still tanking. Start dropping his hogs in and start running through the rest of this base with his hogs. But he's got 2 heal spells for his hogs at this point. Still hasn't dropped one down. There it goes. There's the first heal spell. And he's kind of leading the hogs into it because, as you saw, they kind of ran over there past the town hall towards that expo. Single giant bombs explodes there, but has an extra heal spell for it. Places it down, and the hogs get healed back up to full. The king is kind of being pesky here, so he drops a poison spell down to try and stop some of the damage that he's doing here. And but at this point, he's got all the defenses down, and all he's got left is cleanup. He's got 2 wizards he's now placing down around the outside, and the hogs are going to start to finish off the last of the trash buildings there. As you saw, that giant bomb there kind of took out some of his hogs, and the king's still standing in the middle being pesky there, but it works out in the end. These hogs here at the top work their way in and finish off the king just in time. There's 3 or so hogs there left to finish off the rest of the space. So, great raid there by CJ, and he absolutely crushed that base. Next thing we're going to look at is Lachy. He told me that it's pronounced Lachy, but with an O. I don't know, he's Canadian, so we're not going to worry about it. But Lachy here is going to take out number 12 here, and he's going to do it with a standard Gola Loon. I see this base a lot, and I'm guessing that it's some type of internet base. Somebody put this out there and said, hey, this is a really good anti 3-star base, so go ahead and use this one. But really it's not, and Latchy's going to prove that right here and just 3-star this base with very minimal effort in my opinion. Just a standard go level and not much planning involved there. But places his golems down, his king comes in to take out the enemy queen, and the Lava Hound is kind of being... His queen isn't the highest level there, level 20. She's not huge like a level 30 queen, but she's not tiny like a 15 or a level 10. So she's going to work her way through that Lava Hound and take out all of its pups there. But the golems did a good job. They took out one of the air defenses there, and here comes on that split there by that golemite there, I think it was, that ended up taking out that other air defense. So now he's got 2 air defenses down, the queen down, and the CC troops down, and he's just placing his Lava Hounds and kind of dragging them across the base. Places a haste spell there for his balloons that are coming in behind, and another rage spell there right over top of the air defense to help them get through some of those extra higher hit point defenses like the Expo and the air defense, of course. Places his last Lava Hound on that last air defense with a rage spell over top of the air defense there to help his loons get through just those last couple, and at this point he's basically got the entire base beat. So like I said, Latchy did a really good job showing how this base really isn't the greatest base out there. If you guys want to see a video on kind of what you want to look for, or not look for, but how you want to design anti 3-star bases, let me know in the comments, and I'll look into making some sort of video on how to start looking at or start making your own anti 3-star bases. But now he's just kind of got clean up. He had one Lava Hound that didn't explode, so he kind of didn't get the lava pups from that, but didn't matter anyway. He destroyed that base with plenty of time left over. So next one, we're going to go one down again, and this raid's going to be done by Chupacabra here, and this guy is an absolute beast in Clan Wars. I love watching Chup raid because he does everything so methodical, but yet it's pretty simple raids though. What he does here, he's taken 29 hogs, and he's just taken the standard go-ho basically, and just gonna work his way through this base. Starts out with the 2 golem drop there, getting his king down, his queen and his wizards to funnel there. Drops a jump spell down, and places that poison spell on the queen there, mostly to try and stop some of the damage that she's dealing out to his enemy here, or to his own king there. King goes down, but his job is done. He took out the enemy queen, and he's already starting to deploy his hogs over here on the bottom of the base. Placing 1 heal spell down right there while the king starts to kind of beat on some of his hogs. But like I said before, really the king isn't much of a factor for these hogs. They're pretty strong there, and he did a good job pathing around that double giant bomb spot there. Didn't lose any of them to it, so it wasn't really the greatest of spots for a double giant bomb, but he did a good job pathing his way around there. So, and at this point it kind of looked a little sketchy. He's got a couple defenses left. He's got the king still beating on his hogs, and he's got a skelly trap, but what saved him here is he's got these 2 golemites that were kind of tanking for some of the defenses in that area, and so it allowed the hogs to come in while that last archer tower was distracted, and finish it off. So the queen took out the king in the core, and now he's already got wizards back here on this side, finishing off the backside of the trash ring, while the hogs are working their way around. So great raid, Choopy. I love to see your raids. Great job, man. Alright, we're going to go down a little bit, and we're going to watch GMH here take out their number 17. And he's going to do this a little differently than probably what I would have done, but he's taking a Govaho, which means golems, valks, and hogs, for those of you who don't know. But what he does is he kind of does a cold-blooded entry here a little bit, and takes 1 golem. He's going to sacrifice 1 golem and his queen to take out this enemy queen with a couple wizards here. The golem's kind of tanking here, and the queen comes in, starts to take out a couple extra defenses, and eventually she'll hit her ability and just take out the enemy queen. And then their job is done. He's got the queen out of the way, and he's free to take from this right-hand side, take 1 golem, his valks, and his king, and just wreck this base here. and he's got all those hogs. Or, well, what the idea is with this base is that it's supposed to be kind of a teaser base. You're like, oh man, he's left this opening here for me. I'm just going to go ahead and send all my troops in here. And what GMH does is he doesn't get fooled by that. He's only going to send a portion of his kill squad here. Obviously, use the queen over there to take out the enemy queen. And he's already triggered basically all of the giant bombs there, all 4 of them. So now he's got all this base here. And really, there's nothing left to stop these hogs. He's got 2 heal spells, and he's got 17 hogs, and he's wrecked most of the base at this point. Look at that, 53% of the base before he even starts deploying his hogs. This base is already wrecked, and no spots for double giant bombs. He just kind of starts surgically deploying his hogs a little bit here, basically 2-finger, almost 3-finger drop here. He's going to drop a couple more here on the left-hand side. But dropped his heal spell down to keep him up, and just starts picking off these defenses one by one. The hogs are working their way around and finishing them off. And at this point, he's basically got it beat. He places the last heal spell down just for the heck of it to help him out, but he's already got the base beat. Got the wizards and archers working their cleanup, and the hogs are going to finish off everything else in this base. So great raid, GMH. Not a really standard raid, but got the job done. Okay, so the last raid we're going to look at here is going to be done by B-Ball Guy on their number 18. And what he's going to do is bring basically a standard Gola loon. And he knew that there was a hound in the clan castle from a previous raid. We had a Town Hall 8 this war that we had him go ahead and scout this base basically and see what he could do, see if we could 3-star it, because it was a pretty basic Town Hall 9 base that was pretty easy to 3-star for most Town Hall 9s, but he didn't end up getting it, but he got a good scout for us. So he starts by doing the little healer trick, 3 archers and 1 healer, and that takes out the lava hound for basically the entirety of the raid. And started by dropping his golems down here with some wizards to funnel, and his queen in right behind there. Place the jump spell down, and the golems hop the wall, and then he sends his king in. And his king comes in, takes out the enemy archer queen, and his job is basically to just take out the enemy archer queen and hopefully 1 air defense, which he does absolutely perfectly here. Now his job is done, and all he's got to do now is take out this archer tower up here on the top side, and that'll happen because he's got the golemite taking and the full-size golem still taking for his queen here. But the wizard there ends up taking out most of the air defense, and the queen's actually going to get a little bit extra here. She's going to go ahead and get the expo there and this sweeper. I'll go ahead and speed it up here. He lets his queen kind of die out before deploying any more troops, but here he goes. He dropped his clan castle lava hound, and he kind of dragged it all the way across the base, and look at how many traps he picked up there. He picked up, I think it was 2 air bombs and maybe 2 air mines, so that's really useful when doing these Gola loon raids. Placed a rage spell down for his balloons there, and then he placed his second lava hound on the same air defense that he placed his first lava hound to. Placed a haste spell to help him get through some more defenses. Now he starts deploying some more loons and his last lava hound to the last air defense. Here he places a rage spell down right on top of the air defense to just have the loons power through the last couple defenses. And unfortunately, the lava hound, the defensive lava hound, exploded from those archers. But the good thing is, when these guys start to split here, the pups mostly all went on this on B-Ball's attacking lava hound here, and they actually make it explode. And then the lava pups from that exploding lava hound come in and destroy the remaining defensive lava pups. But great job, B-Ball. Made that look really easy, and had an extra loon there at the end that he didn't even deploy. So great raid, B-Ball. Alright, let's go ahead and that's going to do it for me. It was a great war, a lot of fun, and I've got another war coming up here, another war recap here against Keza. It was a really good war. We kind of crushed them, but I'll have a recap for that one. But for me, that's all for today, and I'd like to thank you guys all for watching. And I hope you learned a little bit today about some 3-star attacks. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.